Hi, thanks for joining me today. I'm so excited for our dose of art. Let's breathe and de-stress, push away everything else that doesn't matter, and let's learn something new. Today is watercolor. I am so excited because I imagine, like a lot of you, I love watercolor and I admire watercolor artists. They do such beautiful, delicate work. And then I go out and I get watercolors, I take them to my paper, and I get mud, or I get these blurry blotchiness that goes everywhere but exactly where I wanted the color to go, right? So I think we need a little help. It's gonna be all right. We can make some mistakes. The one watercolor tip I do know, it's the only one I have, is that whether you're using a cheaper watercolor or an expensive watercolor, it doesn't matter either way. Make yourself a color swatch like I have here. And that's because your watercolors are going to look very different when they're in the pan or squeezed out of a tube. A dark blue can look extremely similar to a black, and you want to know at a glance, just looking at it, which color you're trying to use. So that's my watercolor tip that I know. Make yourself a color swatch that you can reference when you're painting, and let's get started. We are gonna do a paint with David. Hi, David. Super excited. It looks like this is called How to Paint a Simple Tree Watercolor Painting for Beginners. Yay! Okay, let's try this. Just using a big round brush. That is generally one of your most general purpose brushes. All right, we are just putting water very willy-nilly. We're pre-wetting our page. He is not telling me what colors he's using. This is why we did color swatches. So it looks like he's doing blue. It's not really. Swish and swish and flick. So you just kind of, you let your color run out where you want it lighter. You go ahead and pick up more paint where you want it darker. Sometimes you're just kind of dipping it in the water and just moving around the paint that we already have. Oh, we do have a lot of paint on here, okay. Oh, everybody say hi to Nori. Hi. You say hi? Oh, who's pretty as a picture? You see his bow tie? Oh! Cats. Cats are never helpful with art. They're lovable. That's okay. Oh wait, pause. He's already making a tree. My cat distracted me and I lost the thread of all the blue we got going on. He didn't fade much of his blue into the corner, but I want to. And that is just called artistic license to do whatever makes me feel good when I'm doing art, right? Yes. Okay. Things I've learned so far. I'm just using a mixed media paper, so my paper is already starting to bubble just a little bit, and I know that's just because I'm using a general paper rather than a really nice thick watercolor paper. So he definitely, you can see the texture in his paper. Watercolor paper is super thick and it's meant to actually absorb and work with all that water that you're using for watercolor. I would say my mixed media paper is actually doing pretty good. Maybe just scale back the water that you're gonna use. I keep almost dipping my brush into my drinking water. Reminder to drink water today. Alright, I'm about to paint your paw, and you're gonna have a paw on here. If you feel like you got too much of a color on there, just take a clean brush, go back in, dry it off, sweep up that color. I deviated completely from what he's got going on in his background. He was not doing much explaining. I'm gonna call this more of a time-lapse video than an actual tutorial on how to do this painting. So I am just happily pushing color around the page and we're gonna see what we get. Yeah. He didn't have any purple or violet in his, but I was feeling fun and so I added it in. That's my prerogative. There. Oh, he actually exercised patience and waited for his to dry. Okay. I wanna wait. I wanna be done now. Is this why I can't do watercolor? Do I need more patience? It's not the lesson I wanted to learn today. It's dry! Next part. See? I thought he just left spots of the page blank. He didn't. He's a wizard. Not really, he just used white. Did it again. Drinking water, not painting water. Drink water. Oh, see, my white splotchies are going everywhere. So, if you are more familiar with watercolor and want to tell me why, that would be great. I was trusting David. David. I know we haven't had a lot of back and forth, but now would be the time to weigh in. White splotchies. Going everywhere. Solution. No. We're moving on. Okay, we're gonna do a tree. We're gonna do it in black. All I'm doing is pressure. That's why I love round brushes so much, is that you can put them to a very fine tip, and then to get from that thin to thick and back to thin, or just go really thick, it's all about the pressure of your brush on what you're working on, okay? That's the only thing changing that. It's really awesome. These are good brushes. David, I'm gonna be real with you. You did not talk to me the entire time or let me know what colors he was using. Very rude. I'm hurt. But you did a lovely picture. It does not have purple in it like mine does. Favorite part, pulling up the tape. I learned this last time, right? Don't pull off the top one first. But he's covering, okay, sides. Here come the sides. Here's what I did. Now that we are all done and I signed it, got that beautiful border. I think the purple was a stroke of genius on my part. I think it made the blue pop, personally. So, but I didn't make mud, which is a good bonus, probably because I did not have all the different colors going on in this picture. It was very simple. I will give that. The other thing I learned is that if we're gonna do watercolor, I probably should get some watercolor paper. I think all the water was maybe just too much for my general purpose. And lastly, I learned, David, that a basically time-lapse video is not a tutorial. So I'm still not quite sure what was going on, and I think the next watercolor video I'm gonna find something that was a little more explanatory so I can talk to you guys about it. As it stands, I'm pretty happy with this. We took some time for art. I learned something new again, and I have something to show for it. I always love that. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Thanks.